Have you ever heard of the Chief Happiness Officer? Or how about the Director of First Impressions? Well, my friends, welcome to our Wednesday version of the Ask Ralph show, where we take a little detour from the normal and serious tone and look at a little humor in our world. Hey, we all need a little humor these days. Today, we're diving deep into the fascinating world of unusual business titles. You don't want to miss these unusual but real business titles. Get ready to get inspired, entertained, I hope, and maybe even a little surprised as we explore the creativity and innovation behind these intriguing roles. I can't wait to share this exciting journey with you, so let's get started.
Welcome to the Ask Ralph podcast, where listening to an experienced financial professional can help you make sense of confusing questions, current headlines, and industry trends about taxes, small business, financial decision-making, investment strategies, and even the art of proper budgeting, as Ralph makes the complex simple by sharing his real-world knowledge with all things financial. Now here's your host, Ralph Estep Jr.
Now let's take a closer look at the first unusual business title on our list. That's the Chief Happiness Officer. Hey, that's pretty cool. We all need to be happy. This role is all about prioritizing employee well-being, job satisfaction, and fostering a positive workplace culture. By focusing on happiness, this position contributes to higher levels of employee engagement, retention, and overall productivity, which is something we need right now. My clients are telling me every day they're having a hard time getting and retaining new employees. Just imagine having someone dedicated to spreading joy and creating a work environment where everyone feels valued and supported. This can be a true game changer. Next up, we have the Director of First Impressions. My mother always told me, you have to make a good first impression. Well, the Director of First Impression emphasizes the importance of customer experiences and the critical role of frontline staff in shaping brand perception. Whether it's a smile, a helpful gesture, or a warm greeting, these first encounters can leave a lasting impression on customers. And that's the truth, folks. People are going to judge your business in about the first 15 to 30 seconds of what they see. This Director of First Impressions is the champion of creating memorable interactions that make customers feel valued and build strong brand reputation. If you've listened to this program for any length of time, you know I always say it's all about the relationship. So the Director of First Impressions is something we all need to embrace. Let's move on. Next, we have the Digital Prophet. In today's fast-paced digital landscape, this visionary role is essential. They anticipate technological trends. They guide strategic digital initiatives and ensure organizations stay ahead of the curve. From AI to blockchain to virtual reality, the Digital Prophet helps navigate the complexities of the digital realm, driving innovation and, most importantly, growth. The Digital Prophet. Now, that's pretty cool. Like, you can be a digital prophet. But it's important. We have to embrace technology. So now let's talk about the Master of Disaster. And I'm not talking about a wrestler. This role is all about crisis management and showcases resilience, quick thinking, and strategic problem-solving skills. When challenges arise, this crucial position mitigates risks, maintains business continuity, and safeguards the reputation of the organization. They truly are the heroes behind the scenes, ensuring a company's survival during turbulent times. I think we all need this Master of Disaster in our organization. Now, this one's a great one. Up next, we have the Chief Troublemaker. I think I've been called that a few times. This title celebrates disruption and creativity in driving organizational change and fostering a culture of innovation. These troublemakers challenge conventions, spark creativity, and encourage fresh perspectives on problem solving. They are the catalysts who push boundaries, inspiring others to think outside of the box and drive meaningful transformation. We all need chief troublemakers in our businesses. So let's move on to the Brand Warrior. This title embodies dedication to brand integrity, consistency, and authenticity. The Brand Warrior ensures that every brand touchpoint reflects the organization's core values and mission. By safeguarding brand identity and reputation, they build trust with their customers and stakeholders and contribute to long-term success. We all need to be brand warriors in our business. So let's move on to the Chief Listening Officer. This role excels in understanding customer needs, preferences, and feedback. By actively listening and responding to customer insights, they drive strategies that prioritize and nurture long-term relationships. And if you've listened to me for any time, you know I'm all about the relationship. They bridge the gap between the organization and its customers, ensuring their voices are heard and, more importantly, valued. We all need to be chief listening officers in our businesses. Now let's move on to cybersecurity. We have the Director of Ethical Hacking. Cybersecurity is absolutely critical in today's digital age. And this pivotal role protects sensitive data and defends against cyber threats. The title embodies proactive defense and takes necessary steps to safeguard digital assets. By maintaining the trust of customers and stakeholders, the Director of Ethical Hacking ensures security and integrity within the organization. That's a critical role. We all need to be aware of cybersecurity. Now let's talk about the Vice President of Miscellaneous Things. This one cracks me up every time I look at it. This versatile role embraces diverse challenges and thrives in unexpected situations. With a resourceful and resilient mindset, they excel in tackling any task that comes their way. From troubleshooting technology issues to organizing events, the Vice President of Miscellaneous Things is the go-to person for creative problem solving. I think in my business, I wear that hat quite a bit. Now, last but definitely not least, we have the Director of Getting Done. You notice I left the word out there. This is a Christian podcast. This results-driven role embodies focus, determination, and most importantly, strategic action. They are the driving force behind achieving goals, executing plans, and propelling organizational success. With their unwavering commitment to productivity and efficiency, the Director of Getting Done ensures things get done on time and at the highest possible quality. So you know what? When I go back over this list, I think about this, and the truth is, even though it's Wacky Wednesday, we all can get some insight from this. Because the truth is, we all need to wear these hats. We all need to be the Chief Happiness Officer. We all need to be the Director of First Impressions. We each need to take on the role of the Digital Prophet. We need to be the Master of Disaster, the Chief Troublemaker, and absolutely we need to be the Brand Warrior, and most importantly, the Chief Listening Officer in our businesses. So even though you may not have these roles because your organization might not be big enough to have them, this is something we can all learn from today and embrace these ideas. Now, before we wrap up, I want to remind all of our listeners to visit our podcast page at AskRalphPodcast.com. There you can leave us a review, share your thoughts, and even send us a message with questions for future episodes. We love hearing from our listeners. That's what drives me. While you're there, make sure you join our email list and get enrolled in our $25 weekly Amazon gift card drawing, and encourage others to enter as well. You can also schedule a consultation with me to discuss your specific circumstances. If I can help you in your business or on your taxes, you just go to AskRalphPodcast.com/store. I want to remind everybody we're also starting a question of the month, and we encourage you to leave us a voicemail message on the podcast site by clicking on the microphone at the bottom right. This month's question is, what do you find the most difficult part of creating and, more importantly, living on a budget? We need your answers by March 1st, and we'll discuss the answers on the show in March. So don't forget to leave your answers. These unusual business titles not only bring fun and humor into the workplace, but also reflect the evolving nature of work. They highlight the importance of adaptability, innovation, and human-centric leadership in today's dynamic business landscape. So which of these titles resonates the most with you? We'd love to hear your thoughts and reflections. Again, if you'd like to leave us a message, go to AskRalphPodcast.com and tell us about which title you think is the most important, or other titles that you have in your organization. Well, that wraps up today's episode. I hope you enjoyed this funny, but yet I hope useful exploration of the most unusual business titles. Remember this, folks. Stay curious, stay inspired, and most importantly, stay financially savvy. Until next time, God bless you.
Thank you for joining us on the Ask Ralph podcast. And with a simple click to subscribe, we'll invite you back to our next episode. And remember, financial issues don't have to be complicated. Just ask Ralph. The information contained in this episode of Ask Ralph is based on data available as of the date of its release. Saggio Accounting Plus and Ask Ralph Media, Inc. is under no obligation to update this content if changes occur. Applying this information to your specific situation requires careful consideration of all facts and circumstances, and any information provided is not to be considered as financial, tax, or legal advice. Please consult your tax advisor or attorney before acting on any material covered.